January is coming up quick. Brand new year, brand new games. Hi folks, it's Falcon. Today on gameranx, 10 new games coming out in January 2024. Starting off with number 10, it's War Hospital. So this is a real-time strategy game that, well, takes a very, very different perspective. Rather than leading the attack, you lead the medical corps in the middle of World War I. Your job is, of course, to save lives rather than, start blasting. Basically, the point, according to the developers, is building a micro-community of lifesavers and survivors. I think this is a game that will pose a very interesting answer to people who ask, why do you like all these war games? They're so violent and obsessed with killing. Well, this one ain't. War Hospital is coming to the Xbox Series, PS5, and PC on January 11th. And number 9 is Portal Revolution, which is technically a community-made mod, but if you ask me, I think it looks very much like a worthy, prequel to Portal 2. It takes place between Portal 1 and 2, and has you attempting to put back together the Aperture facility. You're a test subject that's been woken up. What's new there? But in terms of how this place looks and a lot of the stuff that they've done, it's going to be very different. And this is because Portal Revolution actually uses a modified Portal 2 engine. It's a branch of a branch. The Portal 2 Community Edition engine, which is a custom Counter-Strike Global Offensive source engine branch. There's a lot going on, but according to them, there's stuff that's in this game that's just not possible in Portal 2. And you can check out some of the videos of a couple of the puzzles. It's 8 hours long. It has over 40 new test chambers, and the game promises new mechanics. That's exciting to me because I think Portal is a series that should have like 19 games by this point. They should just never stop trying to figure out great new ways to use the Portal base of a game to do new things. And Valve hasn't been doing that. It's exciting that somebody else is. Portal Revolution is coming to PC on January 5th. And number 8 is Under Night In-Birth 2 Celes, a new fighting game from Arc System Works. It's an anime fighter with 24 characters on its roster. I mean, in a lot of ways, this is very much a throwback type series. The visuals very much will remind you of something much older, while also not really being possible in the era they're calling back to. It manages not to lose the aesthetic of that kind of older fighting game, but it's very, very obviously well beyond the capabilities. There's a certain type of person that I think this game will really, really appeal to, because there's a certain era of fighting game that's just really highly specific, and this is a logical development of it. I don't really know a lot about the series personally. I'm not going to say that I do, but it looks like a hell of a lot of fun, and I will be playing it when it comes to the PlayStations and Nintendo Switch on January 25th. And number 7 is Apollo Justice, the Ace Attorney Trilogy. You know what these games are, right? These are just beyond enjoyable detective games with these crazy stories, crazy animations, stuff that I just enjoy the ever-loving hell out of. And we've got 3 games in a collection: Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. It also comes with previously DLC-only special episodes, and in my opinion, it's just fantastic that there's going to be an easy way to play these on pretty much any system. It's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch and Windows, but coming to the PlayStation and Xbox platforms means you can play them on the new PlayStation and Xbox as well, and I will of course be pre-ordering it on Steam. I love the Ace Attorney games. It also contains an animation studio, basically letting you create various animations with the characters, basically ensuring that this is going to be a meme machine. I do kind of wish it had Ace Attorney Investigations in it, but that game does add a lot of mechanics that aren't in the primary Ace Attorney game, so I get it. Like I said a minute ago, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC January 24th. And number 6 is Touhou Luna Nights, which is technically a fan game, but I don't keep up with the why on a lot of this stuff. It's a game that came out a few years ago. It's actually a fantastic Metroidvania. If you want it on Steam, you can get it now. I think it's actually on sale. But it is a fantastic Metroidvania where you play as a maid who serves the Scarlet Devil, and you traverse a mansion. It's like a standard Metroidvania setup. What matters is how good it is. It's really a well put together Metroidvania, and it's coming to the PlayStations, PlayStation 4 and 5. And I'm not going to say like I know anything about the Touhou franchise. I'm not going to pretend that. This is a game that I kind of accidentally came upon a couple of years ago, and I like Metroidvanias, and it's got a cool art style. It's a definite throwback. It's not a super long game, but I think that's kind of fine. It's 100% quality over quantity. It is a very high quality, really enjoyable, lovingly put together Metroidvania that it's a hell of a lot of fun. It's landing on PlayStation 4 and 5 on January 25th. I would definitely recommend it if you like Metroidvanias. And number 5 is Sovereign Syndicate, a Victorian steampunk RPG where you are investigating a cult through the perspectives of 3 different people. All the different characters have their own abilities, etc., etc. And I'm just going to say January is really a month of throwbacks. There's a lot of people who have developed some pretty loving homages and developments of older types of games. And here we get a CRPG. It's a pretty serious one. Instead of dice, though, there is a tarot card chant system. I don't know exactly how it works, but it looks interesting, and the game itself looks quite interesting. Sovereign Syndicate is landing on PC on January 15th. And number 4 is Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. This is a game that a lot of people seem to not respond great to when it was announced because it was not what people wanted. However, every bit of feedback anybody who's been able to play this game gives is that it is an incredibly fluid, very good action puzzle platforming game. You've got developers who worked on Rayman Legends working on this, and it looks fantastic. I mean, it's a Metroidvania Prince of Persia game that doesn't star the prince, so it's easy to understand why people are skeptical, but man, does it look good, and everything that I've heard anybody who's actually been able to play it say indicates it is a monster of a game. It's just something that if you're a fan of the genre, and I am, it's a wonderful entry, and I can't wait to get my hands on it personally. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming to the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Nintendo Switch, and PC January 15th. And number 3 is Enshrouded, an action RPG that can be played co-op for up to 16 players. That in of itself is unique and abnormal, but there is a whole lot going on with this one that goes well beyond that. This is a survival crafting type game with a major action RPG element, and while it may not look it, the continent is voxel based, so there is a whole lot to do in terms of finding, transforming, etc. It's a very interesting looking game, and it is releasing to early access on January 24th on Steam. And number 2 is Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, the turn-based RPG continuation of the Yakuza series gone like a dragon. We've got both Kasuga and Kiryu, and we've also even got some sections of the game that apparently play like the old action RPG Like a Dragon games, Yakuza games. It's also the longest Yakuza game yet, and I'm really excited for it. I love the series. I loved it when it was purely action, and although the plot is a little convoluted, that's why I liked The Man Who Erased His Name. I like that kind of Yakuza game, but I also really liked Like a Dragon. I thought it was a very fresh take on the series, and yeah, I'm excited for both of those worlds to kind of collide. I'm excited to play it. It's landing on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, and PC on January 26th. And finally, at number 1, it's Tekken 8, the first Tekken in Unreal Engine 5, and the first major fighting game to use Unreal Engine 5. It's painfully obvious what they decided to do with Unreal Engine 5 too. It looks incredible. But on top of that, it's Tekken. It's interesting though because it's set 6 months after Tekken 7, which hit the arcade in 2015 and home consoles and PC 2017. So, real world, a lot of time has passed. World of the game, not very much. There's 32 fighters. There's going to be DLC, which involves season passes, which, but also kind of unavoidable. We all know what fighting games are now. Tekken 8, it's going to be Tekken 8. I don't know what else there is to say about it. Of course we're going to play it. I want it. I love Tekken. Why wouldn't I want Tekken 8? It's landing on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC January 26th. And before I let you go, I got a bonus game for you. It's The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, which sounds very silly because Last of Us Part 2 is 3 years old, but interestingly enough, it was a PS4 generation game. Since they remastered Part 1 for the PS5, why not do it for the PS2? And then they have a completely uniform fidelity platform of which to move forward on with the story, which they have apparently chosen to do rather than create a live service, ongoing multiplayer experience, which I don't hate. Honestly, I'm kind of, yeah, that's the right choice in my opinion. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is going to come with a roguelike game mode. I don't really know exactly what that's going to entail, but if you own the game on PS4, you can upgrade to the PS5 version for $10, and it lands on January 19th. That'll be all for today. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription, so click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. And as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter, Falcon the Hero. We'll see you next time right here on gameranx.